Look at this hallway. Now imagine that as you walk down it, the floor suddenly drops out from under you. Do you experience a constant, overwhelming sensation of rocking, swaying, or falling, even when you're sitting perfectly still? This diagram shows the root of the problem. In conditions like vestibular migraine, the inner ear system, which should act like a steady, quiet microphone, gets its internal volume knob cranked all the way up into a screeching feedback loop. When that noise hits a maximum level, we get what is called sensory mismatch. The three systems your brain relies on for stability, your inner ear, your eyes, and the physical feeling of your feet on the floor, stop agreeing. This constant flood of conflicting motion data forces your central nervous system into a state of panic. Over the next 5 minutes, we are going to walk through a 6-step desensitization routine to help you turn down that internal alarm and safely navigate the physical world again. Before we begin, grab 3 physical tools: a soft cushion, a pair of sunglasses, and a timer. Waiting in a dark room for the dizziness to pass will not fix the miscommunication in your nervous system. Resetting a hyperactive brain requires a structured physical routine. Step 1 is building a quiet chemical foundation. Speak with your doctor about temporary volume dampeners, specific medications designed to reduce the intensity of your symptoms. Quieting your hyperreactive nerve pathways is mandatory. You cannot successfully build a physical rehabilitation routine on a highly unstable foundation. Attempting exercise right now will simply overload your nervous system and trigger a severe symptom flare. Step 2 is connecting with dedicated specialists. Bookmark platforms like the Vestibular Disorders Association directory or expert clinical communities like Balancing Act and Vestibular Space. Expert physical therapists provide the exact structured desensitization protocols you need. You do not have to guess your way through this recovery. By completing these first 2 steps, you construct the essential safety net required before introducing your brain to physical movement exercises. Step 3 introduces microdoses of gentle motion. Right now, your hyperactive balance system falsely interprets all physical movement as an enemy. To correct this, sit firmly in a chair and perform extremely slow head and eye movements for just a few seconds at a time. Do not make the critical mistake of pushing through severe dizziness to tough it out. Forcing heavy movement triggers a full panic response. Nudge the system into adapting slowly without setting off the alarms. This chart shows what happens. Because inner ear data is chaotic, your brain relies entirely on your eyes. Severe visual dependency. Step 4 retrains your senses. Stand on a soft cushion. Removing the firm touch of the floor blocks your brain from its preferred anchors. Practicing this forces your central nervous system to turn down the hyperactive signals and recalculate how to trust your inner ear again. Step 5 addresses your environment. Expose yourself to spaces in short, timed intervals. Complete isolation in a dark room actually makes the brain more sensitive to visual stimulation over time. Look at this setup. Step onto a sunny porch, put on your sunglasses, and set a timer for exactly 2 minutes. Focus your gaze entirely on a single stationary object. This builds your tolerance to open spaces without overloading your visual system. Finally, Step 6 tackles the anxiety directly. Your body is currently locked in an automatic alarm response because the vestibular system's errors perfectly mimic a real physical emergency. Take slow, deep breaths and speak this grounding affirmation out loud to your nervous system. I am dizzy right now, but I am physically safe. Explicitly telling your nervous system that you are secure breaks the immediate cycle of panic and dizziness. You now possess a structured physical routine that you can execute every single day. Do not expect immediate perfection. Consistency in these daily micro-exposures is the true driver of recovery. Keep this grid of resources handy to continue your education. Lean on premier advocacy groups like the American Migraine Foundation and VEDA, specialized communities like the Grounded Podcast and the Dizzy Cook, and research hubs like clinicaltrials.gov. By putting this routine into practice and working with specialists, you are actively teaching your brain to stand down, recalibrate, and find its balance again.